Hello there. This is Helena and Nick from the MS Trust podcast. And we thought we would just pop on here and tell you all about what's going to happen next week during MS Awareness Week. And we're quite excited because this MS Awareness Week, which is between the 24th and 30th of April, for the first time ever, the UK, 7 of the UK's MS charity has come together with one unique message.
Yeah, that's right, Helena. And I'm just checking in to see if we believe we have gone live. So that's really cool. So if you want to drop us a message, if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch or Twitter, please feel free to jump in. So yeah, we've got loads of exciting things happening, and yeah, we've been working hard with all of the different charities. So we've been getting together with the MS Society, Overcoming MS, MS Together, Shift.ms, MSEK, and the MS National Therapy Centres. So it's been great getting to work alongside everyone, and we're just trying to come together so that we can get that message out there, so that we can shine, a spotlight on MS and get the word heard out there.
And I think we are definitely live because I can see a message from Alison saying, Good afternoon, Alison. Good to know that technology is on our side. So there's over 130,000 people that live with MS in the UK.
Yeah, and we know that number's growing because 130 people are estimated to be diagnosed every week. And we know that everyone's journey with MS can be so different. You might have different symptoms, different experiences. And this year we're really focusing on MS and mental health. So we're really focusing on emotions and feelings, and just like how everyone's experiences of MS are different, everyone experiences such a different range of emotions as well. So some people will feel really scared, anxious, alone, depressed, and particularly it's common around that kind of early diagnosis stage, that uncertainty. But others, some people might feel grateful potentially for their support network. They might feel relieved when they finally get that diagnosis and kind of know this is what I have. Some people might feel more connected to the community, to the MS community. So we know that there's such a range of emotions, and that's what this week will all be about.
Mm. And this MS Awareness Week, we really want to highlight the diversity of living with MS. And this is where we would love for you to get involved. Some people have already sent us lots of exciting things. But throughout the week, we want you to use the hashtag MS Makes Me to tell us how MS makes you feel. And like Nick said, it could be all kinds of emotions. There's no emotions that are wrong here. It really is whatever you feel, what you are feeling. So, for example, hashtag MS makes me feel frustrated, or maybe MS makes me feel brave, or MS makes me feel angry. MS makes me feel pain. Whatever MS makes you feel.
Yeah, and hello to Michelle. He's hoping to start Kesimpta soon. So yeah, thank you for joining the chat, Michelle, and wish you all the very best on your treatment journey. Yeah, so it's not just people who live with MS who can get involved in this campaign this year. We want you to get involved. If you live with MS, but also if you have a friend who lives with MS, member of your family, if you're a carer for someone with MS, maybe you're a healthcare professional or a researcher, you're also invited to join our campaign.
Mm. Um, oh, we got someone. Hello, Carla. Good to see you. I hope everyone in the chat are contemplating it and sending us a MS makes me feel message as well. Hi, Gareth. So I think should we start off and maybe look at what some of our supporters already that already sent in things have done.
Yeah, absolutely.
MS makes me frustrated.
MS makes me thankful.
MS makes me grateful.
My MS makes me feel annoyed.
MS makes me question.
MS makes me feel overwhelmed.
MS makes me determined.
MS makes me feel challenged.
I thought I'd lost you there for a second.
You're on your own.
Abandon me. Well, I'm not alone, because I can see there's more people joining us in the chat as well. Hi, Andy. Lovely to have you with us. So if you would like to be in a video like this, please just record your own on your phone, or using your computer camera or a laptop, and drop us a message on Facebook or Instagram.
Just wondering if you are in the chat, if you are watching, if you've got any ideas for how MS makes you feel, you can drop them in the chat as well, and we'll do our best to read them out as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, whether it's frustrated, angry, maybe it makes you feel more hopeful. Yeah, so go ahead, use that hashtag MS makes me, and if you do want to share a video like that next week on social media, as Helena said, drop us a message, or if you just want to get it out there straight away, make sure you use that hashtag MS makes me. You can see it on the screen there, and tag us, or you can tag any of our MS charity partners for the week. So that's the MS Society, Overcoming MS, MS Together, Shift, MS UK, or the MS National Therapy Centres. Make sure you tag us, and we'll do our best to share your video and to get the video out there so that more people can see it. So we really want to get people talking, and we want to get the message out there to the wider community. Videos like this that we can share, the more that we talk about MS, the more people will understand.
Yeah, and we really want to try and represent as many people with MS as possible as well. So if you maybe belong to a group that you find is not very represented in the MS community as such, but even more reason for you to submit a video, because we want to show everyone's feelings around MS. And somebody said in the chat, MS makes me vulnerable. I think that's quite a common one, and I can say, as a person with MS myself, that's very true. I feel the same.
Yeah. Go ahead, Helena. You carry
on. I just saw there was another one who said frustrated as well, which I think was my word of choice on that one.
Yeah, and Gareth says MS makes me feel like a zombie from what I used to be, and I'm sure so many people will resonate with that message as well, Gareth.
This is very, very
true. For your help, and Ant's been helping us out with setting up our live stream, so his technical knowledge is definitely a lot further on than ours, so thank you, Ant.
Oh yes, this is we wouldn't have been able to do this without the help of our fantastic volunteers, and Ant is an awesome volunteer that has helped us so much with the podcast and all our live stream endeavors. So there's lots of exciting events coming up throughout the week, throughout MS Awareness Week. So make sure that you check out all of our charity partners events on their social media channels as well. But for us, on Monday, which is April the 24th at 6 p.m., you can join us online here for a special MS and mindfulness live stream with a chap called Justin Stanfield. And Justin, he lives with MS, and he is a mindfulness teacher. And he's made us a fantastic pre-recorded video on his philosophy on MS and mindfulness, as well as a exclusive guided mindfulness session. I had a little go at doing it while we were putting together the videos and stuff, and it's a really good one. So I would definitely tune in for that one. And that's on Monday at 6 p.m.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think it's one of those things, Helena, isn't it? Like I always think I'm going to do lots of mindfulness and meditation, but sometimes just life gets in the way, doesn't it? So I'm looking forward to actually sitting down and having that guided time as well. So go through that session. So definitely. So, and then we also have another live stream, so you can catch us here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter. I believe it's also going out too. So you can catch us again on Wednesday. That's Wednesday, April the 26th at 1 p.m. And that time will be live. So we'll have a special session on MS, your feelings and your emotions. So that will be much more interactive. So it'll be like this one. You can jump in the comments and talk to our experts. They will have Professor Roshan Nair and Dr. Cora Sargent. So Roshan will be answering lots of those burning questions about MS, feelings, emotions, the psychology behind it. And then Cora is a psychologist who lives with MS as well. And she's got a really fun podcast called Sciencing the SH bleep bleep out of MS. So she lives with MS, and she kind of uses a lot of psychological strategies to kind of help manage her MS. So yeah, really looking forward to that one too. So or I should say, Helena, sorry, again, that's Wednesday the 26th. At 1 p.m. And if you can't join us, if you've got commitments during the day, it will be recorded as well, so you can always catch it again later.
Yes, it will be available on our YouTube channel to watch later. And if you've signed up for the live stream, you can get the email notification as well when it comes out. And that will also include all the resources that we may discuss during the session. I'm really looking forward to it. Roshan's been on our podcast in the past talking about cognition and MS, and he was a fantastic guest. So I really, after he was on there, and we knew that we wanted to talk about mental health and emotions and things for MS Awareness Week, I thought he would be a perfect guest for this one, because I think he will. It will be very interesting to hear what he has to say. But obviously, we need your questions for it as well. So do have a little think if you are going to attend it, and make sure that you post them, because we will pick up as many questions as we can during the session and try to answer them.
Yeah, fantastic. And yeah, we've just got lots of people who have joined us today just for a quick preview. So thank you so much. So Doreen says that told a story about her husband who had to go into care because of MS. So thank you for sharing with us, Doreen. We know how difficult an experience that can be. And Sean, MS makes me feel really frustrated and very fatigued. When you know you can do things, but you can't stand long enough to do them. It's really annoying. And yeah, I'm sure lots of people share that frustration. Margaret, sometimes I feel so alone being stuck at home all day, every day. And that can make you sad, Margaret. Thank you so much for sharing as well. These are, really personal things to share with us. So we really appreciate that. And as I say, the more that we can get this message out there of your experiences living with MS, the more people will know about it. Yeah.
And like we said, all feelings are you're entitled to feel whatever you feel around MS, and I feel like the more we talk about it, the better, really. So, and I think what you were saying there, Margaret, about the loneliness, it's huge issues. So I think that's really good one to point out. I think we got someone called Jane who says she was diagnosed in France in 2016, and she has very little contact with a medical service here in England, and that we can understand. There's a lot of people who say that they're struggling to try and get a hold of their health professionals at the moment. But she said, fortunately, I do not appear to have had any flare-ups, or at least measurable ones. So I have mobility issues and fatigue, but I manage well and consider myself very fortunate. And that's nice to hear that you're doing all right, Jane. I hope you do get to see a health professional though.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess just to finish up then, Helen, if we just show maybe the clip one more time, and then if people do want to get in contact with us or one of the other charities we're working with, please do drop us a message on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter or LinkedIn.
Yeah, please join the hashtag MS Makes Me Feel campaign.
Yeah. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for commenting and getting involved as well. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you. See you next week.
MS makes me frustrated.
MS makes me thankful.
MS makes me grateful.
My MS makes me feel annoyed.
MS makes me question.
MS makes me feel overwhelmed.
MS makes me determined.
MS makes me feel challenged.